this.
Is there a radial brachialis for the cat? Or the brachialis radialis?
Mm-hmm. So that's the next part. So I'll do this side.
And you said the brachialis is below.
Your brachialis is below your
Biceps?
clavo, or no, it's below your biceps brachii
Okay.
and below your clavodeltoid.
So that flapping one is the clavodeltoid?
Yeah, this is clavodeltoid, and this is actually the acromia trapezius. It looks like he had his biceps brachii cut away.
Oh, okay.
So the brachialis is right on the brachial bone. Like
It's the thing that splits the biceps
Or
from the
humerus.
triceps.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it's the bottom.
Next, brachioradialis. So, breaking the word apart, we know that it attaches to the brachial. We know brachia, brachial, radialis, radius. So let me attach it on this side too. Okay, so these two bands on the side, that's your brachioradialis muscle. Because as you can see, it goes from the radius, which is, on humans, the radius is where your thumb is. And right here it also is where the thumb is on the cat. And it goes up to on top of the brachial muscle, or the brachialis, excuse me. So you know it's the brachioradialis muscle. Okay. Extensor. Okay, these are the fun ones. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start with all these muscles up on the forearm, and our landmarks for this, which is the points we're gonna start from learning on, are your palmaris longus, which is this long muscle here, also where pointer 1 is, or arrow 1. Here, I'll lift it up for you. Palmaris longus. Kind of. So there, palmaris longus, palmaris longus. And another one of the muscles to use as a landmark is the pronator teres. And if you could see in here, the pronator teres has a special function, or a special orientation, because if you can see it from wherever you're standing, it comes in at an angle and then it tucks underneath the other muscles. And that's another landmark so you know where you're looking. And if you can see your pronator teres and your palmaris longus, then that means you have the flexors of the cat. So, once again, palmaris longus, and let me pin it. Pronator teres, right in there. Okay. Now, so we already know that this side is all your flexors, because if you imagine the cat, the palms of the cat, they flex the paw upwards. So next we'll go to the flexor carpi ulnaris. And like we established before, the radius is more medial and the ulna is more lateral. So we're going to go to the flexor carpi ulnaris, which would be this muscle right along here. And I'll show you on this side. Again, this is palmaris longus, and right in here is pronator teres, and this is your flexor carpi ulnaris, because it's a flexor and it attaches to the carpals, well, up here in the cat, and it's on the ulna side. So flexor carpi would be up here, ulnaris because it's more towards the ulna side. Next one.
So, can you point it out again on this?
So this is your palmaris longus. right next to it, this is your flexor. Flexor carpi ulnaris. And just a note before we move on, when it says longus and brevis on your sheet, you won't have to know the difference between longus and brevis because they're so small, and it would just be a pain to distinguish between the two. And this is, once again, verbatim from Anthony, the TA in the 1 a.m. lab. So that's a little less you need to worry about. So next, the next flexor. Flexor carpi radialis. And let me grab it. And you can tell where your flexor carpi radialis is because it's between your pronator teres, where the flag is, and your, what is this? So I'm going to go ahead and lift up. Ugh. There it is. On that side. And on this side. Flag. Tears. Or no. Pronator tears. And then on this side, the muscle I have lifted up right now, that is your flexor carpi radialis. And once again, because it's on the flexor side, it attaches to the carpals up in the cat, and it's more towards the radius, so the top. So flexor carpi radialis. Okay. So now that we got the flexors down, oh, we have to go over one more part. Flexor digitorum profundus. So the base word profundus means deep or profound. And that is right underneath the palmaris longus, which is this muscle right here.
So, it doesn't have.
Okay, over here. Once again, oh gosh, didn't stick. Over here, it's underneath, so
Flexor digitorum profundus?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
flexor digitorum profundus.
That makes sense. I didn't hear the digitorum when I said.
And you know on the test, because these flaps will be like, well, I won't, you don't know on the test, but if the flaps are flipped up and there's an arrow under here, you would know flexor digitorum profundus because it's profound / deep. All good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody need me to go back on any of them? Okay. So we got our flexors down. Now we'll go to extensors. No. So that's